Hi YouTube, it's Joe again from South East London. I'm a part-time eBay reseller and it's Sunday evening. I've had a really busy weekend. The charity I work for had a big event on Saturday evening which went really well. Had family up and yeah, just been really busy. So only getting around to doing my video from Saturday's pickup now. But yeah, had a good few pickups on Saturday. I've also got a load of trainers. I'll show you that I've got a list and some jeans, and I had one really great find from a charity shop which I'll show you at the end. So I'll just get into what I picked up this weekend. It's not nothing particular. Well, yeah, there's a couple of good bits in here actually. First of all, I picked up a Wii bundle. I tend not to do too many Wiis, but yeah, they tend to be quite expensive where I am actually. I hear sort of people on some of the Facebook groups and sort of the YouTube saying they're managing to pick them up for sort of like 5, 6 quid, but they're always quite expensive where I am. But for 15 quid, I got this one here. It's got four official nunchucks. It's got all the cables, all the box, two official remotes, and then a couple of games which I've sold this a couple of times this week, Mario Kart and Mario Galaxy, and I paid 15 quid for the lot of it. So yeah, there should be some reasonable money in it. I'll probably see if I've got some. I think I've got a sort of collection of bundle games, which I'll probably sell these two games separately, and then maybe sell up the bundle by itself. So yeah, not bad for 15 quid. Another game I picked up, this was a mistake, Metal Arms. I'd never seen it before, it was 50p and I thought I'd take a chance on it, but it is basically worth about 50p, so yeah, no money in that one, so one to avoid. 50p each for these two books. The Warhammer, it's just the base rules, I think it's out of date, this one anyway now, so I don't know if I'll be able to sell that or not. And then the Godfather strategy game again, strategy guide, yeah, just picked that up and that was 50p, but again, not a huge amount of money in it, so those weren't particularly great. A load of CDs. I paid 10p each for all these CDs, and some of them, there was about 5 or 6 Goo Goo Dolls ones in there which I'll do as a bundle. There was Metal Gear Solid, Jason Mraz, and then a load of just old CDs in there which I'll probably send off to Music Magpie when I get around to doing it, but they were each 10p and I scanned them all in, and the majority of them were sort of 30p, so that was great. In terms of trainers, one guy had all four of these pairs of trainers. He actually had some really nice Air Max 90s, but I was there too late. Somebody else was telling me about it. He said he'd got elbowed out of the way by a few ladies in trying to get to them, so that was quite funny. But yeah, he's quite a nice lad. I see him down there all the time. But yeah, I got these Reebok Classics, two pairs of high tops for 3 quid each. They're a nice size. Reebok Classics are something which I've not really sold much of in the past, but there is quite good money in them. And then this pair of Reeboks as well. These were 3 quid as well, and they're all good sizes. They're all size 8, and they've got some dirt on them, but it's all pretty much cosmetic stuff, so it should all clean off quite nicely. So yeah, it should do well with those. And then these 90s, these were 2 quid. Again, a little bit dirty, but that's mainly cosmetic stuff. They've got a bit of cracking and stuff on the rims, but that often happens, just one of the things. But yeah, I can clean them up quite nicely, and obviously won't be able to get a huge amount, but we'll be able to get something for them. As you can see, I've actually got a plaster on my finger here. This had a bit of sort of sock fluff in there. I put my finger in there to sort of run it out and caught it on a massive bit of glass which was in there. So yeah, slightly irritating. I cut myself, but rather me doing it than me selling these, someone putting their foot in there and cutting their foot, I can only imagine what would happen for my feedback in that situation. Then these 90s are in much better condition. They're really nice. Paid 6 quid for these ones, but should look to get about 35 back on those. Maybe about 25 on these ones, and about sort of similar price for the Reebok Classics. This set of ink, paid 2 quid for this. It's new and it's open, but it's new and sealed inside. It's not a really popular one, but you still do alright on that one. That's about a 12 to 15 pounds. And then the Vicar of Dibley, the Ultimate Collection. I've seen this mentioned by a few other people, and this was 2 quid, and it seems to do really well. It seems to go for about 25 quid, that one. Nice pair of blazers. These were £2. And then this big this big Duplo base plate, this 32 green one. I asked the guy how much he wanted for it, and he says just take it. It's a guy I buy all the CDs off, buy loads of stuff off it, but obviously I gave him 50p for it because that's what I had. So that was great, because those go for about 12-15 quid. Now these were a great pickup. These were pair of Adidas Predator Manias. They're not the ones which I had last time, the complete gunmetal ones. These ones I think are called Precision. Precision. I looked them all up on eBay, and just couldn't find them anywhere. But then I managed to find on Twitter, or there was like an actual person who was selling. He's got like a shop, obviously, and he sells them himself, and he had them here. And they were going for quite good money on eBay, even like in not particularly good condition. His ones are obviously in really good condition, but it was a really helpful website because it just it tells me all the details that I need to know about them. It tells me when they were released, the colourway, all of those sorts of things. And this guy is asking £329 for his pair. So obviously they're in slightly better nick than mine. But I will wash mine, I'll clean them all up, I'll get them looking really good. And if I get anywhere near anything like that, it's going to be an absolute winner. So yeah, that was really sweet. I always look out for predators, manias. They're just really worth finding in whatever condition they're in, pretty much. I mean, this it just will all clean up really nice. And yeah, and I'll try and get some really good money back for them. I'll keep you posted on how those ones do. The other pair of predators, which I had, I think I can't even remember now, but about, was it 350 quid I got for them? I can't remember. It's something crazy like that, selling them to a guy in China. So yeah, those are my boot sale pickups, which I was really pleased with. And then the one thing, as I say, which I did really well at out of a charity shop, was this pair of men's church shoes. There's a new charity shop in one of the villages quite near to where I live. Well, I say the village, it's called Blackheath Village. And it's a Mary Portas Living and Giving charity shop. So they get really nice stuff in there, but it's really expensive. Let me just put the light on actually on this. Yeah. But this is a brand new pair of church shoes, and I've sold a few churches in the past. Got a tiny little mark on the back here. I think maybe that's why they were donated to the charity shop, but I don't know. Yeah, and these ones are Church Consul, which I recognise straight away. That's basically like the flagship sort of, yeah, flagship church shoe is the Consul. And these are £385 brand new for in the shops. That's what people will sort of list that on eBay. And then I paid 70 quid for them. So absolute steal really. 70 quid for those, brand new. Sort of ex-display ones, I guess, maybe, or I don't know if they were returned because of that little mark, but I'll look to get 250 quid for those. So again, I say it every time, it's worth, if you can find it, it's worth paying big money for the class stuff, because you can, just the profits you can get on it are just insane really. So yeah, that was a great pickup. Look out for any church shoes. I mean, these, to find a pair in this good condition was incredible, like a new pair, but churches, they do really, really well because they're so expensive, brand new. So that's all my pickups for this week. So lots to list and sort of add to the big pile that I've got to get on with. I'll show you now, sort of gasp in horror, the amount of trainers I've got to do this week. I lay them out just to see what I had to go through. You can see there's just loads of little ones, Nikes, Jordans. Yeah, more of the same. Loads of Vans over here, some Converse, some more Vans, Puma Suede, Nikes, loads of Converse there, loads of Air Force Ones, absolutely loads of them. Loads of 90s up here. More, what are these, more Converse at the back. Yeah, and then some, yeah, just loads of them really. So put them all on here. This is what I say, I clear this room out. This bedroom is where my in-laws stay and stuff like that when they come, so it's actually really good for me to get the room totally cleared, and then I can get all my stuff out of storage that I just need to crack on with. So that's one job this week, and then the other job is working through this pair of box of jeans. I think I've got like about 20 pairs still to do there. Some G-Stars in there, Levi's, loads of Diesels, all sorts in there. So yeah, gonna have a super busy week. Unfortunately, I've got to go to court tomorrow. My wife, a guy claimed that he went, sorry about that, I just ran out of space on my camera. I was just saying that I've got to go to court tomorrow. A guy reckoned my wife went into the back of him. She didn't even touch him, and yeah, he put in a claim for about £2,500 worth of damage to his car, and she didn't even touch the guy, and they weren't even moving in stop-start traffic and all the rest of it. And it's just ludicrous. They came to check our car, and they had to phone us like 2 or 3 times because we were at work, just to make sure they were looking at the right car, which apparently had been in this accident, which of course it hadn't. So just irritating that the guys sort of escalated it and made it into as big a deal as he had. But then, you know, I think he'd got loads of work done on his car, then tried to claim it back against us. So really irritating, but that's sort of like what I've got to do on my day off. But yeah, so got that to do on Monday. But then, yeah, the rest of the week, if I can get some spare bits of time here and there, yeah, say just the mountain of trainers to get on with. And adding these ones down there. So yeah, there we go. I have sold a few things this weekend, but it's just they're sort of buried away and packed away at the moment. I need to get them out in a minute. So yeah, I couldn't show you those things, but yeah, a few sales, not a huge amount, nothing sort of really exciting to show you, but yeah, just cracking on. Anyway guys, I hope you have a good week. Hope if you went out you found lots of good stuff, and yeah, I'll speak soon. Cheers, bye.